canceled because of a storm. Obviously the laugh track's not working today. Well, you know, I'm not wearing makeup. I just stayed up all night, and actually for 8 nights in a row. And so I don't recommend that you try this at home. All you kids and stuff, you know, hey man, be cool and take a nap, you know, because you'll look like this. This. Yeah, you will. And for those of you who just tuned in, this is Gizmosis, the show which covers alternative music and art in Kansas City. And this is the 9th installment. We've gone 9 times. 9 times. How many people can say that they've gone 9 times in a row? All right. And now for our first guest, the artist, Nate Force. Hi, Nate.
Hi, Mom. Oh, hi, Joey.
So what's happening, Nate?
Well, I got a few things here to show you, and probably we gotta start with a fun one.
All right. Nate, of course, now is a Kansas City artist of the underground variety that we try to bring out here. And here we go with the foist one.
This is a piece. You probably can't even see this. Can you come in real close on this? This is a Norman Rockwell that I defaced, essentially. I glued it on a piece of wood, and this little girl is sitting on a bench outside a principal's office. But she looked like she was sitting in the electric chair. So I stapled her wrists and ankles.
Can we get a tight shot on those staples?
I got like 3 staples in her forehead just to sort of straighten her out for being a bad girl. You know, the intent was to poke fun at Norman Rockwell, which is pretty easy to do, but also I did it when Perot first started running for office, and I think Perot's a bimbo.
Well, now let me tell you.
And he has an art collection, but his art collection is predominantly Norman Rockwell's and Frederick Remington's. Remington's the guy who does that like bucking bronco out in front of the Board of Trade building.
Oh, the which way did they go sculpture?
Yeah, the cowboy stuff. And so I thought, yeah, this is an art collection, sure. So lastly, most of my work has to do with language, and I stuck a little Y above here as if to ask, you know, why Perot, why Rockwell, why is this little girl being punished, stuff like that.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a lot funnier than what you can probably tell.
It is. It's a hoot over here.
I think.
I get to see the
If I think it's funny, that's what counts. And then I have a couple of pieces that are on segments of an old sewing machine cabinet that I got for my wife and tore apart. And the first one is relative to the articles A, N, and V. So I put them on there, and the Ann, I put a squared sign after it. Since I got this cabinet from my wife, her middle name's Ann, so I turned the second Ann in the second article into a sort of a thing for my wife.
All right.
How about that? And the next one's a Picasso piece. I like to use other artists' work in my work often, and I call them period pieces for a reference to this previous period that an artist might have worked in, and also another language reference to the punctuation. On the Picasso, there's a little S.A. down in the corner, so it's kind of an essay on Picasso.
Hooked on phonics.
How about that? Yeah, I did a piece called By the Time I Get to Phonics once.
So it's kind of Dada-like in a way.
Oh, they're big influences. Duchamp is like my grandpa if I had one for art. You know, Duchamp, Picabia, Jasper Johns, and actually this last piece I brought is on canvas, and it's very Johnsian, but I've done about 25 paintings with Einstein's face in them. After I did sort of a piece that was punning on his theory of relativity, I.E. equals mc squared, which referred to the Latin, you know, preface to an explanation for something. And
sounds good. Very scientific.
Maybe, yeah. The Dadaists are cool, though. I mean,
is the rising sun in there
It's
for any
a flag,
particular reason?
I mean, it looks like a Japanese flag thing, but there's no real reason why. It just worked visually. I worked on this piece for a long time trying to figure out how to finish that outside part, and that was the best way to do it.
Now, for those of you who have just tuned in and couldn't hear me, this is Nate Forrest we're talking to, and he's a local artist. We try to bring these artists out to the force, and I'm sorry, that was a bad joke.
That was a bad one.
I apologize for that.
It's okay.
I went and saw The Tempest last night. It was rained out. But anyway, I hear you have some showings, some shows coming up. Could you tell us about them?
Yeah, I show with Dory Gates Gallery here in town, and I'm going to be in her summer show, which is always a group thing. I'll also be in a group show, courtesy of Dory at Gallery V, Jerry Vegder's gallery, with Eric Lindveit, who runs Random Ranch, Sharon Patton,
Oh yeah, I've been there.
and Michael Duran. And that should be a good show. And let's see, Dory show's opening July 30th. Gallery V opens July 15th. Then I've got a group show in Scottsdale in October, and I have a solo show in LA in October.
That's where the home office is located, Scottsdale, Arizona.
Is that right?
Yeah. And you have one in California. I don't chop that off there, man. Where in California?
In Santa Monica.
Santa Monica?
That's a solo show.
All right.
At Ruth Bachhoffner.
How does that work now? Do they just call you up, or do you set it up? You set the
they
show
never
up?
call you up. You
gotta
got to go
call
out
them.
and beat the streets and have about 95 out of 100 people refuse to talk to you. And
Oh man.
take slides of your work, and you
That's-
got to be thick-skinned and obsessed, basically.
That's the way it is with pretty much all art these days. I heard that you had a show at the Nelson Gallery. Could you tell
Yeah.
us about that?
That was in the summer of '91. I had a solo show there with 31 pieces that ran like mid-May through mid-July. And,
Whoa.
it was a lot of fun, and obviously a coup to get.
Yeah.
I just lucked out, and the 20th Century Curator liked what I was doing and invited me. That's one I didn't apply for. I didn't know I didn't know it was possible to get a show there. I would
know
have
they
asked
are.
to.
Well, I don't want to say this, but they just strike me as sort of kind of a conservative outfit.
I think
Nelson
any museum
Gallery.
is.
Yeah.
You know,
By their very
what
nature.
they show.
Do you find it difficult to get people to, well, obviously not with the Nelson, but to get to put on your shows or anything like that? Do you ever meet any resistance, or people say it's too wild or something like that? You know?
No, nobody says it's too wild. People say they don't think they can sell it. And, the greatest resistance you get is just people that are, not locally, but you go to New York or
Knuckleheads,
Chicago or LA or wherever, people who are there, you can't even get in their door,
Oh,
you go talk to them, they're busy.
Well, obviously, you've been more successful than a lot of people, and we wish you success in the future. And it's been nice talking to you, Nate. Come down and see him. What's your next show at? What time?
This summer, Dory Gates, July 30th, and Gallery V, July 15th.
All right, so be there, because at the opening they serve free food. All right, well, thanks a lot, Nate.
Thanks, Joey.
And now we have the musicile sounds of Transylvania 2000. Wow.
Well, listen here, man, to what I got to say.
for Transylvania 2000. All right, Martin. Well, we're gonna have a little cartoon here, just real quick here, because my favorite guy was Torrey Southwick, and he always showed cartoons, and so I thought I'd show one too. Here you go. Thank you. One more time, okay, for our viewers who just tuned in, here we'll put this stupid cartoon time. Don't try this at home now. You'll stay up 8 nights in a row and look like me. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, individual cells from that are on sale in the gallery. We can't talk about that.
That's the Nelson?
Yeah.
At
Well,
the Nelson?
no,
Okay.
half Nelson.
At the half Nelson, all right.
Seated with us today is Ron Rooks, and he is the entrepreneur who runs the Music Exchange, used record store and alternative music, and well, what all do you
Everything.
have? Everything?
Everything.
Everything anybody would ask. I hear that you all have an impressive vinyl collection.
Several 100,000 records.
Dang.
A lot of weight. A lot of weight to carry around. I feel like Atlas sometimes, you know.
I hear that there was a kind of a weird break-in robbery thing just recently.
Right. We had some people that came through our elaborate alarm system. They managed to pry some various articles off the building, get in the building, and stole 700 to 800 empty CD cases.
Empty CD cases. Now, doesn't that take some intelligence or what?
You know, you figure if somebody had a college degree, they probably wouldn't be out stealing from a used record store anyway.
Well, yeah, I know. Jeez.
I mean,
Come on, you guys. Let's put on the old thinking
Let's do a
caps next
drugstore or
time.
something, you
Jesus
know?
whiz.
you know, a bank or something.
And anyway, you brought some records here. Can we go through them and
Well,
see what you got?
I just brought some of my records.
All right.
I mean,
Just they're all these are done
self-promotion.
by
This
him.
This is Three Businessmen.
Tip it forward
With-
a little bit, please. Thank you.
Forward.
Tip it forward.
This is the Nixon, let's put the Tricky Dicky back in the White House. On the back, we have Nixon the Fly.
Oh man.
Help me! Help me!
I hope
But
nobody
I know
does.
Nixon's kind of out of it now. We've got
But
a
his wife
Democrat in
died.
office, and you know. But then we have three businessmen laughing at the face of danger. The artwork was done by a local artist, Dan Snow.
That's pretty cool.
And when we put this out in '84, that was before Tipper Gore wanted all the stickers. We tried to move ahead of the times, keep up with the technology and the warning labels.
I don't know if you can read this, but it says, "Warning: this recording contains lyrics."
And that's a dangerous thing.
Now this
lyrics.
band, you guys were in this band, Three Businessmen, and you had gigs around and stuff like
Right.
that. And you're also the entrepreneur of a record store,
The Music Exchange.
the Music Exchange.
I'm not afraid to say it, even though I won't show my face.
Well, that's
There's some people out there that may be kind of upset.
probably just humility, you know?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's-
just simple humility.
It's a pretty gonzo record store.
Well, I've been there, and it's got the wildest stuff. They got all these antique posters, and in fact, if with the aid of our cameraman, we can like do a slow pan of these posters, perhaps, and maybe get a few of the members of Transylvania 2000 in there too
Oh, they should be in there.
for
I mean,
artistic
this is-
value.
It helps with the dating of the
Now
material
that's
there.
me and Bessie. Can you tell us about that one? What's the deal with that, and why did you save it?
Me and Bessie,
Yeah.
I save everything.
Oh, okay.
That's but Linda Hopkins, and it's a story on Bessie Smith.
That's a musical.
Linda Hopkins playing Bessie Smith.
And how about this Johnny Taylor thing? Who is Johnny Taylor?
He's the one who did Who's Making Love to Your Old Lady While You Been Out Making Love.
He's the one, huh?
Yeah, that's Stax recording artist, Johnny Taylor.
Cheaper to keeper? All right. So
Oh,
this
yeah.
is what year do you think that was put out? I mean,
Probably
that
about
poster.
65, 66.
They look like they're done by the same company. Let's see the next one here. Now everybody remembers these guys. Yep. The Kingsmen.
Oregon's favorite,
Louie,
Washington, Oregon. All you people out in the Northwest watching the show tonight,
by satellite, of course.
you ought to be familiar with the Kingsmen. That's we've got a poster of that same
Kingsmen.
poster at the Oregon Historical Society show commemorating Louie.
Oh man, I'd like to commemorate.
That's going on
Louie.
right now. That's that's a serious thing, you know.
And the next one is a favorite of mine, Booker T and the MGs, who put out Memphis. No.
Green Onions.
Green Onions. Yeah, that's it. I know. They're both instrumentals, and they start with the same letter. So, Hip Hug Her. Now, what's this Hip Hug Her thing? Is that one of his songs, or?
Yeah, that was before the sexual discrimination and harassment was a big thing. You know, like you could hip hug your baby when you wanted to. Now, if you try it, you know, who knows what
Who
might
knows?
happen.
Years later, you might have a gray blur over your head.
Well,
Well, you already did. Sorry. Okay. Well, are these some lyrics now from the going back to
Oh.
the Three Businessmen? We're just going back and forth.
No, I do
here. It's like
poetry.
this dinosaur's head.
I do poetry also. Yeah, I do dinosaurs too.
All right.
Here, we can.
Uh-oh.
We can do this.
His true identity is revealed. Oh, man. I can't believe he ate the whole thing. Oh,
it's
no, that's
close.
not a
It's
toad.
close.
Hey. This is, anyway. This cowhead here is one of yours. Now, where did
Oh,
you
yeah.
get it and why?
Well, somebody brought it into the music exchange and left it with me because people lots of times just bring things in and leave them. They have no further use for
I mean,
them.
if I bring something in and leave it, you'll just keep it?
Yeah, until I sell it.
I bring my mother-in-law?
Everything's for sale. And your mother-in-law included. That's,
I don't have one.
oh, well. Well, then we can't sell her this week.
Well,
I do have a
Say,
band
keep me
of
posted,
stuffed
though.
frogs.
stuffed frogs?
Stuffed frogs that are for
So
sale.
you guys got everything. Now you have some rare records. Well, let's go back to your lyric here.
Well, this is poetry. I do poetry
also. Man of many talents.
I did 5 years in a university, as we call it.
An Institute of Higher Knowledge.
That's correct. And while I was there, I had a lot of time to write some things, and this is one of them. It's called Trash Dogs and Old Man Justice.
Let's hear it.
What is the smell of justice? The stench of business deals gone bad in the arithmetic of confusion? Where is the gleam of its shining sword? What is the price of fame? What color parka does it wear? Does it arrive like dogs in the night, ripping the trash bags and leaving a rotted trail? Today is very gray and has lost its passion. A soggy tissue stuck to my shoe that gets dirtier with every step. Justice wears an ugly suit, baggy and shiny at the elbows, a stained tie, and dull perspiration at the collar. Theatrics notwithstanding, he is incompetent. Tobacco spittle lingers on his lips as he spurts a direct hit in the trash dog's eye. Please, don't let him touch me.
Heaviness.
And that's if you've
Dig it.
ever been in front of a judge.
We got time for one more? Gary?
Oh, probably not.
Gary, our floor director?
Maybe not.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Shoot us out one more, man. Dig
Well,
it. We're digging it.
There's Alex Chilton in the box tops.
Tip it forward.
Tip it forward.
Thank you.
There you go.
And this is a
That's the box
antique
tops.
photograph that you guys carry.
Oh yeah, we carry everything.
Can you carry my luggage?
Yeah, out to the car. As long as we're leaving.
One more poem, man.
East of Eden, revisited. There's a roadkill east of Eden. The body parts are lying in a red oil slick, glistening in the morning light sprayed across the blacktop Highway 49. This animal, unidentifiable, doesn't resemble God's creation of any living creature. Rather exhibits the rending and the tearing, manifest destruction bestowed by steel-belted radicals whose motto is, "Don't tread on me."
All right, let's hear it. Dig it, man. Dig
Grateful
it.
Dead. Grateful Dead.
Dig it. Grateful Dead.
Don't
Huh?
tread
What am
on
I
me.
saying? Just one more thing. What is this all about? Can we,
This is an early FBI photo of Sammy Kaye when he was wanted for child molestation.
just like Uncle Ed?
Well, yeah, like Uncle Ed. Similar but different. He looked for children that were at least 60 years old.
All right, now that we got that cleared up, thank you, Ron Rooks, for coming over.
It's a pleasure.
I'll be by for my free records. No, just kidding. All right, and thanks for bringing all your stuff. Now here we go with the band that's sweeping the land, Transylvania 2000. Now, we will interview Transylvania 2000. Don't stay up for 8 days in a row. You'll look like this. Don't try this at home. We're going to have this band here. Oh, and all my homeboys are going to be watching. And they're just going to come up and they're just going to sit up and talk with us about how the tempest was rained out. And we're going to make this, this could be the Jiffy interview here. And you guys, let's see, here's the mic. You got your mic? Yeah, just pin it on your lapel there. All right, that's TV talk. Don't try that at home. All right, Transylvania 2000, just briefly. Let's go around and get the names. You are?
Matt Jewell.
And you?
Barry Leonard.
And you?
Dave.
Dave, and you?
Paul.
You don't need a mic. You're Paul, okay.
That's right.
And how do you get the inspirations for your songs?
They're rock surf of punkabilly, influences by like
Long
Ventures.
Well,
Dangerous,
Staying up late.
dangerous adventures. I don't know, man.
Maybe the
Lots of-
Cramps?
Lots of stupid things.
Mind-altering situations.
Substances and situations, yeah. That too.
All right. Now, how long have you been playing?
cow right there. It's very inspirational.
All right, just one more question. Where are you going to be playing next?
We're playing Saturday night at a house party at 12th and Ohio in Lawrence, 7 kegs.
All right, everybody. That's over
Be
21.
there.
Be there, man.
No, man, I think it's 12th and Ohio, Lawrence, Kansas.
Yeah,
Lawrence.
free beer, Gary.
Free beer,
All
7
right.
kegs.
All right, well,
Pennsylvania 2000.
do you have any parting closing comments for our audience? Anybody? Share with us.
Rock. Rock on.
Say goodnight, Joey.
Good night, Joey. See y'all later. Watch this. Don't watch Roseanne.
Howdy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pennsylvania 2000. Go
Thank
and
you.
see them. 8 kegs. Cue the music.